All right, guys, welcome to Shelter in Place. My name is Katie Ipock, and if you don't know who I am, it's totally okay. There's a chance that my actual dad doesn't know who I am either, so I'm pretty used to it at this point. I was born 8 years after my dad had a vasectomy by the U.S. Army Medical Corps. Apparently, the doctors in the Army are not as good at the grunts at cutting supply lines. So, sponsored by the U.S. Army over here. Every time I tell a friend that story, they're like, "Are you sure that your dad's your dad?" And I guess, I don't know, I don't really, but I look like all the women on my dad's side of the family. We're short, we're round, we have really big tits. None of us can sleep on our backs, right? Because when we do, the stomach fat pushes the boob fat, and we choke on a tit in the middle of the night. My husband, you guys know him, he's got sleep apnea, so he might die choking on his tongue, but me, I'm going out choking on a nipple. So, got the way better way to go on that one. Hope your quarantine is going well. I know they keep telling us that, try to keep a routine, right? Try to have your normal schedule. And so I've been doing what the man has been telling me to do. So I've been sleeping in, ordering a lot of Ben takeout, and doing absolutely no housework whatsoever. And no one can get mad at me about it because I'm keeping to my regular routine. Yeah, that's why I'm not a stay-at-home mom anymore. Man, I guess Christmas lights are coming back for this. People are putting their Christmas lights back up to help the neighborhood be cheery. I just want to thank the guy who started it because he probably turned his lights back on because he forgot to take his lights down. And so I have also failed forward as a result. So thank you. You're an MVP. Kids aren't in school. I don't know about you. I've got my kid home until fucking May, I guess. And I that's good for some industries, right? Like weed and liquor. Like dads are drinking Jameson, moms are drinking wine. As soon as the kid goes to bed, everybody's doing weed. Like, so props for those industries. I do think the battery industry is going to take a little bit of a hit because I know between having my kid home and my husband home, I'm not going to be able to use my vibrator for like 8 weeks. So if that's an industry-wide thing, Duracell is fucked. Yeah, don't buy stock in Duracell right now. Oh, I feel like, I don't know, I feel kind of bad for my vibrator at this point because it's going to be as lonely as all the condom machines and the dive bars for the next 8 weeks because they're not getting attention either. But cool thing about being married for 11 years, I'm not totally worried about a quarantine baby because I ain't having sex anyway. So good for me. May your marriage keep you safe from that, I suppose. Man, there's some silver lining to this, though. Like, it has never been easier to call in sick to work. Like, let's be honest. And fuckboys, it is so easy to avoid fuckboys right now. They have to stay 6 feet from you. I don't know if I've ever gone this long without being sexually harassed before. Like, I don't know what to do with, like, the full autonomy of my own body. It's different. I'm a stay-at-home mom again. I haven't been a stay-at-home mom for 5 years. And for the last week, I swear, the only words I've said all day are no, don't, and fuck it. The world is ending. I don't care anymore. They say as a parent, you're supposed to pick your battles, right? So at this point, I'm like, go ahead. Throw flour everywhere. I'll vacuum that up 8 weeks from now. It's fine. Like, go ahead. Dress the cat up in doll clothes. Cats don't need therapy, right? It'll be fine. Go ahead. Play with mattress. The coronavirus hates heat. We're doing everybody a favor. We're like, besides, my insurance covers arson. It'll be okay. I do love that it's a good thing now to like order Ben takeout. Like we're doing a good thing by not leaving our house because I order a lot of pasta that way. And it's the star power of it for me. Like the ability to have a stranger drive around town to bring me pasta makes me feel like a big fucking deal. It's a self-fulfilling prophecy because all of that pasta is kind of making me a big fucking deal, but that's okay. I know pasta is the reason why I look like a less fuckable Rebel Wilson, and I'm okay with it. It's fine. Well, I didn't say a not fuckable Rebel Wilson. I just said a less fuckable Rebel Wilson. I know. Some people get a little uncomfortable when, like, big women make fun of themselves, and I mean, I get it. I just think you should be grateful that I roast this ass before I let you eat it. Feel better now? Man, I mentioned I've been married for 11 years. We're practically keeping love alive, which will be interesting through the quarantine. Either your marriage is going to be amazing when this quarantine is over because you have been forced to talk to each other for 8 weeks, or if you're like me, your husband's trying to get famous on Twitch, so he's not paying attention to you, so no change whatsoever. I took a little nap and I walked out of the bedroom the other night in like cute panties and a tank top looking like a snack. And I walk out of the living room, my husband goes, "Put some clothes on, I'm live streaming on Twitch." Again, not worried about a quarantine baby at this point. My husband, he's such a nerd. He's a huge Star Wars fan, which is whatever. Likes to pretend like he's a Jedi, which usually requires like a dildo and my bathrobe, whatever. Whatever makes him feel like a Jedi, fine. I'm the Star Trek fan. You could say my phasers are always set to stunning. But with my husband being a Jedi and me being a captain, we're the closest thing to a mixed marriage you find in Central Oregon. So we're the poster children for diversity. You're welcome. Not really. It's sad. But being the wife of a nerd, it requires some patience. I can't just say, "Let's go to the bedroom." Doesn't get him away from his computer games. I have to say shit like, "Jedi champion. I sense a disturbance in the Force. And only a Jedi from the Skywalker line can awaken my midichlorians. So come to my cantina and I'll make sure you shoot first." But I've been married for 11 years. I don't want to put in that kind of effort, right? Fuck it. He still plays Pokemon Go. I bet you don't play Pokemon Go because you're a fucking adult. My husband walks into our bedroom the other night and goes, "Honey, our house is now Pikachu free." You're welcome. I feel like if my husband spent less time chasing Pokemon and more time chasing me, maybe I'd get to catch a Squirtle now and then. Just saying. Just saying. You know what happens when you like have sex with your husband, your nerd husband, you end up with a player 3 in your life. We have a kid, which is why I'm a stay-at-home mom now. And being the mom of a nerd family, it requires patience. Like, my husband and son will argue over who gets the Superman cup at dinner. And don't get me wrong. I love that my husband dresses him and our son up in matching outfits when we go places. I don't know how I feel about the capes, okay? Like, I don't know what to tell people when they ask me why I had my kids so far apart. Honestly, for the next 8 weeks, it's a question I don't have to answer for a while. So again, another silver lining to it all. There's been some articles out that say that it's still okay to go hiking as long as you keep your social distancing and all of that important stuff. I'm just excited to go hiking and not have skinny women look me up and down. Because when I go hiking, they look like they're scared that my thighs rubbing together is going to spark the next wildfire. And I appreciate their thoughts on the power of my thighs, but they have it a little wrong. Like, my maiden name is Crockett, okay? I know, they call me Crockett because I rock it, all right? But I am related to Davy Crockett, and you guys, you know the story about how Davy Crockett killed a bear with his bare hands. That shit's genetic, okay? I can choke a man out with my bare thighs, no problem. So these women need to stop testing me, okay? I love hiking to waterfalls because I'm a basic bitch from Bend, Oregon. One of my lifelong goals is to see every waterfall in Oregon, and was about to start my 4th season before, the world ended. But I've seen 84 waterfalls so far, which is amazing because, first of all, that's right, big girls can hike. You're welcome. Just because I can't say no to McNuggets doesn't mean that I can't hike 10 miles. Okay, it just means there needs to be a McNugget daddy at the trailhead with a 20-piece when I'm done. Easy peasy. I think one of the reasons why I love waterfalls so much is because when I post a picture of a waterfall, skinny bitches are still jealous of me. That's kind of a cool feeling. But I've come to terms with the fact that I have something called fat privilege. Everything I do is either brave or inspiring. If I wear a tank top, I'm brave. When I go dancing, I'm inspiring. I shit you not. I wore a formal dress to an awards ceremony a couple weeks ago, and I had someone tell me that I was courageous because of the dress I wore. Someone come bring me a medal of fucking honor because I'm the real MVP. Fat privilege. I do a lot of line dancing, which tells you way more about me than you need to know. And when I go line dancing, there's always at least one woman that comes up to me. Oh my God, you are so amazing, and your energy is so awesome, and I just love to watch you dance. They freak out. And I think it's because they're just now realizing that fat women can actually leave the house. Yeah, fat privilege, ladies and gentlemen, it's fantastic. But it's interesting, because I got the boobies, but I don't have the butt. And I was looking in the mirror the other day, and I realized, you know what? I do have a J-Lo booty. I just keep it in the front. Guys, I don't twerk, I giggle. You guys know the best part about fucking a girl with a front butt, right? No matter how you have sex, it's still doggy style. And they both jiggle when you spank them. My husband got 2 butts for the price of 1. Lucky man. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Katie IPOC. Please stay safe. Have a good whatever.